Have you ever tried to maintain a positive mindset, and within a few days something happened that threw you back down? It's not your fault. The problem is that they taught you positive mindset as if it were motivational psychology, but it's not. It's applied quantum physics, and when you understand that, everything changes, because the truth is, you're not just thinking thoughts, you are collapsing realities. Every thought, every emotion, every frequency you transmit is literally shaping the quantum field around you and determining what manifests in your life. So an unshakable, positive mindset isn't about repeating empty affirmations or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about mastering the science of how your consciousness interacts with the quantum field to create your experience of reality. In this video, you'll discover exactly how to build a mindset that won't crumble at the first hurdle. You will learn the 3 scientific pillars that support unshakable positivity. You will understand how to defeat fear, doubt, and failure from a quantum perspective. And you'll leave here with a practical daily protocol to keep your frequency high, no matter the chaos around you. Because when you master your frequency, you master your reality. And that's not philosophy, it's physics. So if you're tired of trying to be positive and always falling back into the same pattern of scarcity, this video has found you at just the right time. Have you ever stopped to consider that your thoughts are not just ideas floating around in your mind, but real physical forces that shape the reality around you? Quantum physics shows us something revolutionary. At the subatomic level, particles exist in states of probability until an observer observes them. And that observer? It's you. This means your consciousness isn't passive. It's not just witnessing the world. It's literally collapsing quantum possibilities into tangible realities. Every time you focus your attention on something, you're choosing which version of reality becomes concrete. Now think with me. If you spend all day observing problems, scarcity, failures, and limitations, what is collapsing? Exactly. You are bringing into the physical realm what you observe with emotional intensity. Negative thoughts are not just thoughts. They are energetic commands that collapse unwanted realities. When you think, "It'll never work," "I'm not good enough," "This always happens to me," you are literally instructing the quantum field to materialize these experiences. But here's the twist. The process works both ways. If negative thoughts collapse unwanted realities, positive thoughts held with the same emotional intensity collapse desired realities. The difference is not what is out there, but what frequency you choose to operate on. And this is where neuroplasticity comes in. For decades, it was believed that the brain was fixed after childhood. Today we know this is completely false. Your brain is a plastic, malleable organ that constantly reconfigures itself based on the thought patterns you repeat. Every thought creates neural connections. Repeat this thought, and the connection strengthens. Keep repeating it, and it becomes a neural highway, an automatic path your brain takes without you having to think. This explains why pessimistic people find evidence of negativity everywhere. It's not because the world is negative. It's because their brains are trained to seek out, filter, and collapse negative experiences. And this is real. But if you can train your brain for the negative, you can retrain it for the positive. And when you do, something extraordinary happens. You begin to observe a completely different reality. Not because reality has changed, but because you, as a conscious observer, have changed. Now let's talk about emotional frequencies. Joe Dispenza has proven in his studies that emotions emit measurable frequencies. Fear, anger, and sadness vibrate at low frequencies. Love, gratitude, and joy vibrate at high frequencies. And here's the crucial point. The quantum field responds to your emotional frequency, not your words. You can say 1,000 positive affirmations, but if you're vibrating in fear, the field will respond to fear. Frequency always trumps verbal intention. So when we talk about an unshakable positive mindset, we're not talking about pretending everything is fine. We are talking about calibrating your emotional frequency so that it transmits the correct signal to the quantum field. Are you transmitting abundance or scarcity, possibility or limitation, confidence or doubt? And here's the liberating truth. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the conscious observer who chooses which reality to collapse. This doesn't mean that external circumstances don't exist. It means that your response to them, your frequency with them, determines what you will manifest next. Think of two people who lose their jobs. One panics, collapses in fear, vibrates in scarcity. The other sees it as redirection, maintains a frequency of trust, remains open to possibilities. Same circumstance. Two completely different realities collapsed. The difference? The observer. Are you beginning to realize the power you hold in your hands? Every thought you choose to hold, every emotion you choose to feed, every frequency you transmit into the field is a vote on the reality you are creating. And the most fascinating thing is, this happens all the time, consciously or unconsciously. The question isn't if you're collapsing realities. The question is, what realities are you collapsing? Because when you understand that a positive mindset is not naive optimism, but applied physics, everything changes. You move from the position of victim hoping the world will improve to the position of conscious creator, choosing which reality to observe. And that choice? It happens now, in the next thought, in the next emotion, in the next frequency you decide to transmit. Now that you understand that it is the observer who collapses realities, the question becomes, how do you use this power intentionally? There are three pillars that support an unshakable quantum mindset. And when you master all three, your ability to manifest multiplies exponentially. Pillar number one is the conscious choice of the observer. Most people live on autopilot. They wake up, react to circumstances, let the external environment dictate their internal state, and they spend the entire day collapsing realities by default. Not by choice, but there is another way, and it starts with a decision. Will you consciously choose which reality to observe, or will you let your unconscious programming do it for you? In any situation, multiple realities coexist simultaneously. This isn't philosophy, it's quantum mechanics. Someone criticizes you at work. Your brain automatically observes, I'm not good enough. But there is another reality coexisting. This is an opportunity to grow. Same situation, two realities available. Which one do you choose to collapse? The observer's conscious choice means that before you react, you pause. You breathe and ask, which version of this situation do I want to make real? Here's a practical exercise. Observer reset. When you find yourself spiraling downward, stop immediately. Close your eyes for 3 seconds. Take a deep breath. And mentally say, I am the observer. I choose what collapses. This micro moment of pause breaks the automatic pattern. It takes you out of reactive mode and into creative mode. And in that space between stimulus and response, you reclaim your power in a traffic jam situation. Version 1. My day is ruined, I'm going to be late. Version 2. I'll take advantage of this extra more. Time to listen to that audiobook. Same external situation, two completely different frequencies, two completely different futures collapsing, and the more you practice this conscious choice, the faster your brain learns the new pattern. Neuroplasticity. Every time you choose the positive perspective, you strengthen this neural pathway, and eventually, it becomes automatic. Pillar number 2 is quantum autosuggestion. Choosing consciously is powerful. But if your subconscious is still programmed with old beliefs, you will be in a constant battle. It's like driving with the handbrake on. Your subconscious mind controls about 95% of your decisions and reactions, so you can have the best intentions, but if it's programmed with I don't deserve it or I'm not capable, these are the realities you'll continue to fall into. The tool to reprogram: quantum autosuggestion. There is a huge difference between common affirmations and quantum autosuggestion. Common statement: I am rich, while looking at the empty account and feeling panic. Your conscious mind says one thing, but your emotional frequency conveys the opposite, and the field responds to frequency, not words. Quantum autosuggestion combines three elements: intentional statement, heightened emotion, and observer identity. See the difference. Common statement: I have money. Autossugestão quântica. I am the conscious observer collapsing abundance in all forms. My frequency is aligned with prosperity. I feel the gratitude of wealth flowing now. The second is not about what you want to have. It's about who you are as an observer and what frequency you are transmitting. It puts you in identity, not in need. More practical examples. My frequency is calibrated to abundance, health, and love. I feel it now. I am not waiting for my reality to change. I am choosing which reality to collapse right now. And the key to make it work? Repetition with emotion. Your subconscious learns through emotional repetition. Every time you repeat an autosuggestion, you need to feel its truth. Even if it's for 5 seconds, you need to vibrate as if it were already true. The most powerful moments? Right after waking up and right before going to sleep. Your brain is in theta state, where the subconscious is most receptive. Instead of grabbing your phone as soon as you wake up, use those first few minutes for quantum autosuggestion. Calibrate your reality before the world tries to do it for you. Pillar number 3 is frequency alignment. You choose consciously. You reprogram your subconscious, but none of this works if your emotional frequency is transmitting the wrong signal. In the quantum field, frequency is everything. Joe Dispenza measured the emotional frequencies of thousands of people. Low-frequency emotions like fear, anger, and shame vibrate between 20 and 150 hertz, while love, gratitude, and joy vibrate above 500 hertz. And the quantum field responds to the frequency you are transmitting now, not the one you plan to broadcast tomorrow. Now. You can have the best intentions, the best affirmations, but if you're vibrating in fear while doing all of this, the field will respond to fear. Always. So how do you intentionally align your frequency? Quantum shift. Quantum shift is the ability to change your emotional state instantly. You realize you're starting to feel anxious. Your chest tightens. Your heart rate plummets. At that moment you shift. First, stop. Take 3 deep breaths. Put your hand on your heart. This gesture sends a signal to your nervous system. I am safe. Second, choose a heightened emotion. Gratitude is the most powerful. Even if you don't feel gratitude for your current situation, you can feel gratitude for something. For the air you breathe, for the ability to be alive. Third, feel that emotion in your body. Don't think about it, feel it. Because when you allow gratitude to move through your body, your frequency instantly changes. And here is the challenge: maintaining high frequency in the chaos. It's easy to vibrate high when everything is going well. The true test is when the world is on fire and you still choose to intentionally calibrate your frequency, because your frequency is now collapsing your future. The situation has already happened, but your response to it is creating what comes next. Neville Goddard taught, you can't manifest from a state of lack. If you want abundance but are vibrating in scarcity, the field can only give you more scarcity. But when you vibrate in abundance before physical abundance appears, you become a magnet for it. And part of frequency alignment is energetic protection. If you spend your day absorbing complaints, negative news, and people spiraling into victimhood, it will be almost impossible to keep your frequency high. So be selective about what you consume, who you spend time with, what kind of content you feed your mind. Because everything that comes in affects your frequency, and your frequency affects what you collapse. These are the 3 pillars: conscious choice, quantum autosuggestion, frequency alignment. When you master all three, you become unstoppable as a manifester. But even with these pillars in hand, there are still three silent enemies that sabotage a positive mindset: fear, doubt, and failure. And if you don't know how to defeat them from a quantum perspective, they will corrode everything you've built. Then you master the three pillars. You choose consciously, you reprogram your subconscious, you align your frequency, and then out of nowhere, fear knocks on the door, doubt whispers in your ear, and a seeming flaw makes you question everything. These three are the silent killers of unshakable positive mindset. And the reason most people give up on manifesting isn't a lack of knowledge. It's because they don't know how to deal with these enemies from a quantum perspective. So let's take them apart now, one by one. Fear is not real, let that sink in for a second. Fear is a quantum projection. It's you observing a future negative possibility and collapsing it energetically. Before it even physically exists, you are literally creating what you fear through your intense observation and heightened emotion. Think about it. When you're afraid of losing your job, what are you doing? You are observing the reality of jobless, broke, insecure, with such emotional intensity that you send the command to the quantum field. Bring it to me. And the field? He doesn't judge. He simply responds to your frequency. Fear doesn't protect you. It traps you in the exact frequency of what you don't want. It's the cruelest paradox. You're so afraid of something bad happening that you make sure it happens through your own vibration. But here's the quantum twist. If fear is a projection you create, you can create another projection. When fear arrives, don't fight it. Recognize, this is my observer collapsing a negative possibility, and then consciously change the observation. Instead of observing I'm going to lose everything, observe I'm being redirected to something better. Same uncertain situation, two completely different quantum projections. Fear loses its power the moment you understand that it is not true about the future. It's just a possibility you're energizing. And if you can energize a negative possibility, you can energize a positive one just as strongly. Doubt is even more subtle than fear, because it disguises itself as realism, as being practical, as not fooling yourself. But from a quantum perspective, doubt is devastating, because it's you dividing your attention between the reality you want and the reality you don't want. And when you divide your attention, you divide your energy. And when you divide your energy, you weaken the collapse of your desired reality. It's like planting a seed and digging it up every day to see if it's growing. Doubt interrupts the manifestation process at the quantum level. So how do you defeat doubt? First, understand that doubt is not the enemy. It's feedback. It appears when you are not yet fully aligned with the identity of the person who already has what you want. Second, every time doubt arises, use it as a trigger to return to the feeling. Don't argue with doubt. Don't try to prove it wrong. Simply feel it for 5 seconds as if it were already true. Because to feel is to observe, and to observe is to collapse. Third, change the question. Instead of, will it work? Ask, what will it be like when it works? The first one raises doubts. The second feeds certainty. Wallace Wattles wrote something brilliant. Don't waste time thinking about how things will turn out. Your job is to hold the vision. The how is the universe's job. Doubt arises when you try to control the how. Release control. Maintain frequency. And then we come to the failure. The biggest positive mindset killer. You try to manifest something. It doesn't happen. You interpret this as, it didn't work. I'm not cut out for this. Manifestation isn't real. And it collapses at low frequency, ensuring that the next attempt also fails. But here's the quantum reframe. Failure doesn't exist. What you call failure is just feedback from the field. The quantum field is constantly showing you where your frequency is misaligned, where your subconscious beliefs are sabotaging you, where you haven't yet embodied the necessary identity. When something doesn't work, the field isn't punishing you. It's redirecting you. It's showing you, adjust here, recalibrate there. You're still vibrating scarcity when you need to be vibrating abundance. Thomas Edison tested thousands of materials before creating the light bulb. He saw no flaw. He saw data. I discovered 1,000 ways that don't work. I'm 1,000 steps closer to the one that works. This is quantum thinking applied. Every unwanted outcome is not the end, it's information. It's the field guiding you to the correct alignment. So when something doesn't manifest as you expected, instead of collapsing in defeat, ask yourself 3 questions. What limiting belief is this exposing? What frequency was I actually transmitting on? What is the field showing me that I need to adjust? And then adjust, recalibrate, try again, but not in the same way, in a more aligned way, with a higher frequency, with a more solid identity, because the quantum field doesn't deny your manifestations. It simply expects you to vibrate at their frequency, and every failure is an invitation to raise your vibration. So here's the practical protocol for when fear, doubt, or failure arises. Step 1. Interrupt. The moment you notice a negative thought, stop it. Say to yourself, stop. I'm collapsing what I don't want. Stopping the thought stops the unwanted collapse. Step 2. Replace. Consciously choose the opposite observation. I am guided. I am capable. The field is conspiring in my favor. To replace it is to initiate a new collapse. Step 3. Feel. Don't just think the new observation. Feel it in your body for at least 15 seconds, because emotion is what seals the quantum collapse. Feeling the desired state now is instant alignment. Interrupt, replace, feel. Do this every time fear, doubt, or failure tries to hijack your frequency, and watch as your ability to maintain an unwavering positive mindset multiplies. Because when you understand that fear is not real, doubt is just divided observation and failure is feedback, these enemies completely lose their power over you. And when they lose power, you become free to manifest consistently, not occasionally, consistently. But consistent manifestation requires something more, a daily protocol. Because quantum thinking isn't an event, it's a practice. And if you want it to become your new automatic reality, you need a ritual that anchors all of this in your daily life. You have the knowledge. You understand the pillars. You know how to defeat your enemies. But knowledge without application is just theory floating around in your head. An unshakable quantum mindset is not built in a day of inspiration. It's built on small daily rituals that reprogram your brain, align your frequency, and ensure you wake up as a conscious observer, not an automatic reactor. And it all starts at the most critical moment of your day, the first 5 minutes after waking up. Here's something that can completely change your life. The first thought of the day is the first chance you have of collapsing. If you wake up and immediately grab your cell phone, what happens? You surrender control of your frequency to news, messages, and external demands. You allow the world to schedule your day before you even schedule yourself. But when you awaken as a conscious observer, you take charge. You calibrate your frequency before anything outside tries to do it for you. So here's the quantum morning ritual. Before opening your eyes completely, take 3 deep breaths. As you breathe, mentally declare, I am the conscious observer. I choose the reality that collapses today. Still lying down, put your hand on your heart. Feel gratitude. Don't think about it, feel it. Even if it's just for 30 seconds. Because gratitude is the frequency that opens the doors of the quantum field. Before getting up, visualize for a minute how you want to feel throughout the day. Don't visualize specific events. Visualize the state. Confident, aligned, in flow, abundant. Feel this state in your body as if it were already real. Why does this work? Because your brain doesn't distinguish between real experience and vividly imagined experience. When you feel the state before the day begins, you are pre-programming your nervous system to operate at that frequency. After this conscious awakening, while showering or getting ready, repeat your quantum affirmations. But remember, it's not mechanical repetition, it's emotional repetition. I've put together a specific list of 5 affirmations that work. If you want, after listening, write them down to do every day. I am the conscious observer collapsing my desired reality right now. My frequency is perfectly aligned with abundance, health, and love. Every cell in my body vibrates certainty. I know my manifestation is done. I do not wait for circumstances to change. I change my frequency and circumstances follow. The quantum field responds to who I am, not what I want. And I am abundance. Choose at least 3 that you like the most and repeat it out loud if possible. Every day, and every time you repeat it, feel the truth of it in your chest. Let emotion accompany your words. Because emotion is what imprints itself on the subconscious. Here's something no one tells you. There's no point in calibrating your frequency in the morning if you're going to spend the day absorbing toxic frequencies. So, before you go out into the world, create an energetic shield. It's not mystical, it's practical. Visualize a golden light around you. This light allows positive energies to enter but repels low-frequency energies. Mentally declare, my frequency is protected. I remain aligned no matter the external chaos. And throughout the day, be selective. Limit negative news. Reduce your time with people who constantly complain. Choose content that uplifts, not drains. This isn't isolating yourself. It's consciously protecting the energy field you've worked to build. Because if you don't protect yourself, the environment will disrupt your frequency without you noticing. And even with the best morning ritual, the day will test you, something will happen. Someone will irritate you. A situation will challenge your frequency. In these moments, don't wait until nighttime to recalibrate. Make micro adjustments in real time. Every 2 or 3 hours, stop for 30 seconds, breathe. Place your hand on your heart and ask, what frequency am I transmitting right now? If you notice that you are at a low frequency, do the quantum shift. Choose gratitude. Feel it for 15 seconds. Return to alignment. These micro adjustments are what separate those who maintain an unshakable mindset from those who collapse midday. And before you sleep, you close the cycle. Instead of falling asleep worried or watching content that disrupts your frequency, use the last 5 minutes consciously. Mentally review 3 things you are grateful for today. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be a good conversation, a moment of peace, just being alive. Then repeat your quantum affirmations 1 more time, because your subconscious will work while you sleep. And if the last thing you feed it is commands of abundance, alignment, and certainty, it will process that overnight, reorganizing neural patterns in your favor, and then, as you fall asleep, declare, I release this day. Tomorrow, I wake up as a conscious observer and collapse new possibilities. Here's something for you to ponder right now. When was the last time you actually intentionally calibrated your frequency upon waking? Or have you been letting the world calibrate for you? Think for a few seconds and answer mentally. And if you've never done this, today could be the first day. Because here's the truth. You don't have to change your entire life at once. You just need to change the first 5 minutes of your day and the last 5 minutes before bed, and make micro adjustments along the way. Do this for 21 consecutive days and watch your reality begin to reorganize itself, not because the universe has changed, but because you, as a conscious observer, have changed the frequency you are transmitting. And when your frequency changes, your reality has no choice but to follow. So now you understand that an unshakable positive mindset isn't luck. It's not a gift. It's a conscious choice based on quantum physics. You are the observer who collapses realities. Your emotional frequency dictates what the quantum field manifests. And when you master the 3 pillars, defeat the enemies of the mind, and apply the daily protocol, you become unstoppable. But here's what separates those who transform and those who just consume information. Application. You can know all this and not change a thing. Or you can wake up tomorrow, do your morning ritual, calibrate your frequency before the world tries to do it for you, and begin collapsing into a completely different reality. The choice is yours. It always has been, so start small. Choose a practice. Observer reset. Quantum autosuggestion upon waking. Quantum shift when you perceive low frequency. You don't have to do it all at once. You just have to start. Because an unshakable mindset isn't built in a day. It's built day after day, choice after choice, frequency after frequency. Leave us a comment. What was the most powerful insight from this video for you? Which practice will you apply first? Or if you already apply some practice, share it with us in the comments. As a way of gratitude, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because we're just beginning to explore how quantum physics can transform every area of your life, and there's something fascinating happening in your reality right now that you may be ignoring. Have you ever noticed repeating number patterns, numbers that constantly appear coincidentally, or financial opportunities that appear out of nowhere just when you need them? This is no coincidence. These are money synchronicities. And when you learn to interpret and respond to them, you accelerate the manifestation of abundance. In the next video, I'll show you why these coincidences found you for a reason, and how to use that to your advantage. You won't want to miss it. See you soon.